Hi, my name's Andrew Carpenter and I'm here to demonstrate Floodlands. Floodlands is a game where you are a map maker trying to illustrate what's happened after a catastrophic flood. You've been left to map out the land to see what the lay of the land is and help out the residents to show what's happening. So each turn we're going to roll 3 dice, and those dice are going to tell us what features we're going to draw onto our map. So as an example, I'll roll the dice here. 2 of the dice you will add together, and that will tell you which of these features you're drawing. In this case, we've got 4. That would give us a fish space, and the 3rd dice tells us how many land edges we're drawing. So this would be 5 land edges, and 1 edge is water. The alternative option in this turn would be to draw a house, which is a roll of 7, with 2 land edges. That's what I'm going to choose to do here. So the first roll, every time you draw it has to be adjacent to a space, and the first turn has to be adjacent to the town hall. So I'll draw my 2 land edges. Land edges connect to land edges, water edges connect to water edges. And I'm drawing a house. I'll draw the coastline, draw the house, and fill in the water. That's the first turn. Every turn you're drawing one of your up to 3 possible options. We have this sheet here to help illustrate where the dice go. So on the second turn, I'll roll again. We add up the options. This adds up to 9, so we find the 9 space, place down the 1. So the lumberjack can be drawn on the 1 space. 5. The mill can be drawn on a land of 5 or 6. The field can be drawn on a land with 4 edges. Let's say this turn we're going to draw the field. I'll draw the field down here. I've already got 2 land edges. Let's draw another 2 here. They don't have to be connected. Connect everything up with coastline. And then we draw the field in. And then we continue building out the board until the entire board's filled. Scoring is dependent on the type of feature. Houses always want to be next to more houses. Mills need to be next to fields. And fishers need to be next to shoals of fish. I'll draw an example for a fisher. Let's say in this space we had a fish space like so. Fish are drawn into the water rather than onto the land. And down here I'll draw a fisher space. He had 3 land. Now, he's adjacent to the fish by a water edge, so his requirements have been met. All other features need to be adjacent by land for them to score. Continuing on with the scoring, taverns need to be adjacent to both a mill and a fisher, and each of them needs to be productive. If they don't have their requirements, they get a negative score instead of a positive score. Same going down the other end of the scale. A lumberjack needs a forest for the lumber, a miner needs some mountains, and a blacksmith needs both a lumberjack and a miner to complete their game. At the end of the game, you'll have a completed map, and each feature scores independently. So you look at a tile, you check its requirements around the edges, find out what their individual score is, and mark them. It's usually helpful to mark them on the space itself. Then you add up all of the spaces for a given feature, write down their score. If at any point you need to draw something into your map and you physically can't draw it, there aren't enough spaces left to do it, then that's a dead space on the map. It's an inaccessible region in the land. Just put a big X in it, and that's a negative 5 points at the end of the game. You want to try and avoid them, but at the end of the game, you've only got so many spaces left to fill on your map. You tally up your scores, and the person with the highest score at the end of the game wins. So Floodlands is it's a social roll and write. It's good for a large group of people. Any number of people can play it together. We are still working out what our production is going to be. We'll have announcements on our website as soon as we've got our plans sorted out. And you can visit us at logitengine.com.au.